one last interview before we wrap it up here in front of the Nevada State Legislature. Sir, thank you so much for being out here today. We really appreciate your patriotism. Share with us why you felt compelled to sign off as an elector for President Trump.
Well, President Trump won this state. If you look at all of the fraud that we proved, by the way, we uncovered through the court process. We actually had subpoenaed DMV records of non-citizens, 6,500 of which were registered to vote illegally due to the motor voter program that was passed into law just a year and a half ago. And of those, 3,960 votes were cast and counted. Now, we have a lot of close races in the state where that margin right there would impact absolutely. And, you know, I think I heard our chairman earlier on here discussing we didn't have any police or investigative authority or any of those kinds of resources. But worse than that, we didn't even have a deadline. So when we went to court and we had judges looking at evidence and saying, gosh, you know, there's just not enough here to prove. Well, what we found was our rights for due process were absolutely violated, because in 4 weeks, how are we supposed to actually get that kind of proof without any cooperation from our Attorney General, from our Secretary of State, from any of the election officials? So, yeah, this is a broken system. And, yeah, our president, he won Nevada, and we're here to fight for that.
So do you think the courts have let you down in the state of Nevada?
Yeah, I was supremely disappointed with the legal process. I mean, basically, due to the tight timeline for certification, it's almost like the burden would be way too high. So yeah, we were let down. We did have the opportunity to present the evidence. I don't know if you guys covered this, but we had 20 books, 8,000 pages of evidence that we were submitting, and that's everything from eyewitnesses with the post office who were told and directed to leave their mail in undeliverable addresses or leave mail for people who are deceased. And according to one witness in one of our statements, 50% of those ballots that he left to places he knew no one lived were picked back up. And that's just one example. We had easily 30 different witnesses in different categories. And our elected officials absolutely know better. So when they feign any kind of outrage that this is not true or whatever, just know that they know in their hearts what they're doing is wrong. And so do the American people. So do people of Nevada.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you for your patriotism. Well, folks, that was quite historic moment. I have to keep saying it because that's what it is. It's, I think, something that all of us will remember witnessing for the rest of our lives, as the Nevada State GOP came here and they cast their electors who cast their ballots for President Donald J. Trump and Mike Pence. That's about all for us here.